For as long as I can remember, my dad has spoken of the car he'd wished he'd bought in his youth. I'd wanted to bring that dream to life for years, but the cars that came up were always out of my reach. Then this year it happened. I finally found one in my budget. It had been sitting in a shed for 3 decades, but the owner said ran when parked. I wanted to give it to my parents for Christmas, which gave me only a few weeks to make it a usable car again. I trusted the ad when it mentioned minimal corrosion, but once I got it home I realized how wrong I was. I really don't know what I was thinking. I didn't want to touch the original paint, but when I accidentally punched through a Bondo covered hole, I had no choice but to keep digging. That's around when I realized the damage was deeper than I ever imagined. The rust just kept going, so I kept cutting. I was learning as I went, but at this point I was committed. The closer I got to the deadline, the more obstacles appeared. I found even more rust hidden under the finish. I started to worry if I'd even make it, but I knew I had to finish this, for them and for myself. Then came the setbacks. The original mallard green tints were extinct, so I had to settle for a Chevy match. By now, the rust repairs had eaten most of my timeline, leaving only a few days to make it a car again. The brakes were shot, and parts from the UK were weeks away. I had to improvise. I carefully rebuilt the wheel cylinders, adjusters, and swapped out the rotten brake lines, and I used a Ford hardware kit to mount the shoes. I lucked out on the front brakes when I found the Toyota pickup truck calipers actually bolted right on. I rebuilt the carbs and the linkages with handmade parts, still not knowing if it would even breathe. But at midnight on Christmas morning, the straight six roared to life for the first time after 30 years of silence. It was running now, but it still looked like a barn find. So while my wonderful and very pregnant wife detailed the interior, I worked on the shine. And by 4:30 a.m. Christmas morning, it was finally ready. That evening, I gave the car to my mom and dad. The car they had waited a lifetime for. But the day wasn't over yet. There was still one last surprise.
Yeah, those are happy tears. Give your dad a hug.
That very same night, just hours after the car found its new home, our son was born. A legacy restored, and a new life begun.